Well, I don't know why Gary wants me to tell this, but I don't think there's anything that he did or any other grandfather would have done. But my grandfather was actually closer to me than my father was. That is something that my brothers and sisters probably don't know. My grandfather would take me fishing. We had to walk to the river, which is probably about 3 miles away. And I would go every time my grandfather would say, "Son, you want to go fishing?" I was right there ready to go. Not only was I ready to go, but I wanted to really catch a lot of fish because we had a big family. And it took a lot of food, of course, with 8 brothers and sisters. But my grandfather would always, he would bait my hook. I didn't know how to take the fish off the hook when I caught one. And then one day we were fishing, and I caught something on my hook, and I kept dangling with it. When I got it up above the water, I kind of found out it was a turtle. And that thing came up with his mouth open, and I dropped my pole, and I outrun anything. Like scared me to death. A turtle, I never seen I never caught one. I saw one, but this thing come up with his mouth open. Now, I didn't know it was coming out of the water for me or what, but I said, "Well, you stay there, and I'll get out of your way." So anyway, my grandfather would always think about the family, the large family that his son had. And he would contribute. During that time, there was very little to anybody, but there was no money to be made. It was during the time of the Depression. And my grandfather worked on this government project called WPA. And he did that check on my father's family. Not nothing for himself. He just gave that check over to my father's family. And I just want to say that the reason that I love my grandfather right today for those things that I just said. He was so close to my family, and especially me. Thank you.
Thank you.
That dude never took me, did you? I didn't know you went.
Wait. Okay. My mother is Ellen Watkins. My father's Amos Watkins.
That's good. Thank you.
Oh, I don't need no mic. Yeah, you
don't need them.
I'm Daryl Watkins.
I think you do need one. They can't hear you back there.
What's your name? Use the Lord.
My name is Daryl Watkins. That's my father, Daryl Watkins Sr. Oh, I'm the oldest grandson, Sam Watkins. I got to put that out there, I'm the oldest grandson.
Would you record by the time?
Oldest.
How long you gonna be?
Yeah, I'm just glad to be here. You know, we're gonna make sure we make our family's important to us.
Mike.
Yes. Yeah, family's important to me. You know, I tell that to my kids all the time. You know, you just don't know how good it is to have the elders around, grandparents around to learn and listen, and it really helps you through some things in life. When they came, they helped you do some things, you think about it, and you're like, oh. So, you know, just be glad that they're around and make the most of it. Talk to them whenever, you know, I'll call them up. This one right here, you know, I people even talk to him, pick his brain, get that knowledge, that wisdom from him.
I'm Sharonda Orich. I want to give a homage to Vaughn P. Because I remember I used to go up there in Anderson for summers. And, you know, when you're a child and you're going somewhere for the summer, you don't realize the responsibility that a parent, the person that you're going to stay with. And I found that out yesterday with the situation at the hotel, and I couldn't find my niece. You know, so even that, you know, knowing what I know now, that was a real sweet and dear task, but it was a huge responsibility. So I want to thank her for that, because I remember going over there and spending, she'll drag us to church and Kmart. Them was her places.
She went here.
So I do want to pay homage to her. Robert and Dorothy Watkins are my grandparents. And my number 2 grandparents are Amos and Ellen, because I stayed over there all the time. And Gary and Francine was my auntie and uncle / cousin, because I always hung with them, and me and Francine would hit downtown, and we go to the movies and go to the comic book store and listen to some country music. All I forget, didn't you? My mother is Rayola Watkins. Renee and Rolitha are my auntie and uncle. My daughter is Akila. And I just thank God for this family as well, because if you don't know where you come from, you don't know where you're going. You know what I'm saying? You have to know who you are part of. And I have some really good and close cousins. Me and Deanna, she a bad influence, but I like hanging around. I like hanging around her anyway, but she,
I can't take this. I can't take it.
and Sherry and Chantel and, you know, Greg, all of them guys as well. So, again, I just thank God for being here. And God always have his arms around us. And we need to acknowledge that, like, every day and night. So thank you all.